about his story.
I just don't think it's a good story for
Dude, you started reading the book and you read the back cover.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, it's a good start, man.
Yeah. She knew the minute she gave me the book. She was like, "You should read this." She's like, uncomfortable. I'm like, yeah. When it comes to someone like, "Hey, you want to read this book?" I'm like, you're gonna get this back in 2 years, right?
I still have books that people give
Remember
me.
Mr. Lentz? Mr. Lentz gave me like a whole bunch of books. He's like, "You should read these. They're easy reads and stuff." And I'm like, came over one day. I was like, "Oh yeah, great book." I'm bullshitting with him.
Did you read it? No.
No clue.
Well, I mean, if it's about sports,
I read the last book I read was Bill Belichick.
the Bill Belichick one.
Life of a Coach.
I read Moneyball.
Oh, all right.
Mankind, you read?
I read the Mankind book. I read Bam's book, which was pictures.
Yeah.
I've read like gambling books.
How to
books, play poker.
Books are going to be out one day, right?
Yeah, so I've read
Or no?
some books, but
No?
I don't think so.
No,
Well,
you're
maybe
right,
like
because people at the gym, they have their, what is it?
Kindles.
Their Kindles, and they're always reading.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
stuff.
like the physical book, like paperback books or whatever, hardcover books. I don't know if they're ever gonna be gone.
No, you're right. Newspapers, all that people like to read.
No, newspapers and that
It's starting
is
to
on its
go?
way out. Oh yeah, that's been.
well, yeah, just because the fact like everybody doesn't want
It's different.
Don't
like,
use
news
paper
is
straws.
Like, boom, you're reading for 15 minutes. I want to get a quick little hit. You can just do that on your phone. But a book, something about it, man. Like the smell of it, the feel of it.
I agree.
you
know
read a
what I'm
lot.
saying?
I haven't in a while, but I have. Yeah.
Sit down for a good read.
Yeah.
I was a slow reader.
If I got something I really want to read, man, I'll just.
I could
I'd
picture
dive into
you
it.
like reading, light. Have that.
You got one of those little
light,
lights that like attach to the book. No,
I don't have one of those. It might be a good Christmas gift, though.
let's see. There you go. Well, Christmas coming up, Jesus. So it's a House Rules Wednesday, April 24th. Got all four in the House. We're going into the draft tomorrow. We had a wild night last night, 2 Game 7s. The Portland Trailblazers game was wild. We're going to talk Game of Thrones, Yankees, injuries, Greek Easter, NFL Draft, Joe's Day, golf. I don't know. We got a
Try
lot
to
of
get
stuff.
the fans going in.
I'm
there,
trying to, yeah, but you guys are just looking at me while I'm reading off shit right
We'll
now.
start with your
Don't
Game
read
of
off
Thrones.
anything,
Yeah.
man. Just,
We'll talk House of Thrones.
You're
gonna
better.
call
You're
it.
better without a prompt.
Well, there's a lot on that board
Yeah.
this week.
What's your show?
He's
Yeah.
like
Read
Ron
whatever you
Burgundy,
want.
man.
Ron Burgundy
Put it in
show.
front of
That's
him.
exactly.
God damn, you know you can't put it in front of Ron. He reads everything.
That's what happened.
I
was
got
like-
there was I was struggling. I couldn't
I was
read it. I
sitting
got
there,
blind.
He's moving.
Go
People
fuck
are watching
yourself,
this
San
live.
Diego.
Yeah.
So we'll go into it right into it. House of Thrones, Game of Thrones last week. The first 2 episodes. This week they're saying what 83 minutes of
Yeah.
Just battles.
battle.
That's what it's set up for, man. The epic, the White Walker battle. It's the one we've been
This whole show has been leading up
to
this.
this moment to see what's going to happen with the White Walkers and the living and the dead and Winterfell, and it's going to be good, man.
And they came out last week and admitted they talked. Daenerys found out that Jon Snow is
the rightful heir to the
right.
throne.
Yeah, which we knew, but they finally.
They finally found out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and you're wondering. You're starting to see.
she looked pissed.
I think she's power hungry.
Yeah, man.
And you might be. They're starting to show that like she might succumb to the.
Like her
my
father.
precious, the ring, man.
She didn't want to believe it. She was like, "Are you sure about like?"
Well, it's like
kinda
your best friend told you, and
your brother.
and your brother, really. And
Yeah.
he's like, I know it's true, and that's when she knew. She's like, motherfucker.
I've been
killed.
fucking.
I should have killed his ass years ago. Been dragging him around. So it all leads up to this moment. This could be the biggest episode ever. The build up, it's there, man. The way it ended last week, it's just here we go.
We started taking bets on who we think is going to be
Who did?
on the throne. Who's going to be the last survivor?
Okay.
Who's we started taking bets?
We started doing it at the restaurant.
The fuck, man.
Yeah, you didn't tell
I
us.
watched the show.
That's why I'm letting you know right now.
Okay.
I got
Is
my-
there odds?
Their
or-
odds.
There's not odds. There's $5 if you fucking get the right guy. You win all the money.
How many are
So
in there?
far, Jessica's got Arya.
Shocking.
Yeah, right.
Arya's the hot one. Right?
No, Arya's.
Yeah,
She's the little one that got
Jess's favorite.
naked. That was like.
It was
really
weird. So last week, so you start the show, you know Arya. She was this little
Child.
girl, and
Yeah.
she grows up
a
and
child.
She's
Yeah,
turned
she-
into a like
now
a
she's
warrior.
older.
She's 22.
In the show, she's
18.
18.
Okay.
Immediately she turns 18,
She
and
has
they're
sex
they're
with
like, all right, let's
brother.
this week.
No.
No,
No, she has sex with somebody.
no. The
She
funniest
didn't have
part.
sex with somebody in her family, which is rare.
Yeah, that's nice.
That was
actually.
nice.
I
That
feel
is
I
nice.
feel bad for Scott leaving him out because I know
I don't
you're not
feel
included.
bad.
But if
Reverse
you listen-
cowgirl on top. No.
If you listened to last week, the funniest part about talking about Game of Thrones was he was talking. He's like, "Oh, where would you live?" And Harry's like, "Oh, I'd live in Dorne." And
They got
Scott's
no
like,
representation right now.
"The midget."
Is anybody from Dorne there?
No.
They're just back in Dorne. They're like Greece, back in Dorne, just fucking,
They're waiting.
just slinging.
I'll just see what happens. Why would you leave Dorne to go to like Winterfell right now? It's
To
nice
save-
in
to
Dorne.
save
The
the human
walkers.
race. They don't even care.
No.
Fuck it. If I'm gonna die, I'll just die. In
I'll
fucking
die
paradise.
here. I like it here. Just like Tyrion was saying, I thought I'd be 80 years old with a belly full of wine and,
And
somebody's.
a mouth or hooker's mouth
Yeah.
around my cock.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they do in Dorne, so they're not leaving there. It's cold in Winterfell. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Do you want to know who my pick was?
Who's your
I have a pick.
Mine's
Go
a
ahead.
little bit obscure. I mean, I think it's probably wrong.
I think
but
I know who you're going to pick. Go ahead.
I
I
doubt
want to
it.
see.
I don't think you do.
I think Tyrion's going to be on the throne. I think you're going to find out he's Targaryen too, and somehow he's been the man the whole time. I think he ends up on the throne. That's my guy.
That's a good one.
Yeah, he's my guy.
I think that's better.
Who's yours?
I said Jamie Lannister.
Really?
My reasoning is that he's kind of gone through the full gamut.
He really has.
He's come full circle, and he was also remembering. Obviously, he's a Kingslayer,
That's right.
but his reasoning, as we came to find out, it was actually like he actually was saving lives, right?
Yeah.
Like a moral,
Yeah.
right?
Well, Jamie's turned into. He started off as the ultimate villain.
Now he's like the humble,
Yeah,
the humble warrior.
he is. And he even said, "I wouldn't change
Bran?
any." Yeah, I'd stab I wouldn't change a thing. I was fighting for my house, and I'd do it again.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Brand's gonna be on the throne.
I don't know. Is that your guy? He could be.
I mean, he could be. I don't know. I
Put your
just
hat
feel
in the
like
ring. Put your hat in the ring. $5.
Yeah.
Gun
Bran.
to your head.
Bran.
Okay. I like Jamie. I
You
wouldn't have
Brand
thought.
got thrown off.
I
Totally
hope you're
different.
right.
I mean, it would be really weird if it'd be like, what?
No, it'd be great. Why? Jamie's
everybody dies?
Jamie's been one of the biggest characters from day one.
Have they said?
Maybe just because he's been fucking his sister.
Yeah. Have they
That
said?
could
Is
be a
this?
little bit.
Could this be like a show like where like The Sopranos ends and it just goes black and
I feel
everybody's
like
questioned,
there'd be riots.
or have they said that they're going to?
If they end the
There
show without
will
some
be
sort of ending,
Riots.
oh my god!
Yeah, but
I can't even imagine.
I think
that-
that's
What if
great.
What if
I
everybody?
know.
They could. You just don't know.
What
you
if-
really don't? They've
what
done
if-
everything in this show, so you don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
You have
What
no
if they
idea.
ended it that way? The throne. They panned in on the throne,
and nobody's
empty,
there?
and zoomed out. Everybody's dead.
Now, if they did that and everybody's dead, then that's an ending. There's no one alive. At least
just
that's,
zoom in on the empty throne
it'd be
after everybody
it'd be
dies.
like Oz. Remember when Oz ended and everybody in the prison just was just
Everybody
dead?
got killed.
Yeah.
Everybody got killed. That's an ending, though.
Oz was
It's
fucked up, yeah.
It's something.
Yeah.
Great show.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good show.
But that
actually,
was that was the last time something where no one made it. Everyone died. Could happen.
I don't know.
I like Jamie though, John. That's a good one. I didn't think of him. The obvious ones, like is it gonna like Jon Snow or Daenerys?
Snow, Sansa, Daenerys.
How about Tormund? That'd be great if you if he was sitting on the Iron Throne at the end after his story. Why he likes he's always attracted to the big women. It's because he was, a giant. He killed a giant and stole his wife. She thought it was a baby. And
He was drinking fucking Giants
for
milk.
3 years, and that's why he's so strong. That was amazing. Some of the one-liners this past week were really good. They were good. So it's set up now. This is I can't I've watched that episode 3 times already.
What,
Yeah.
2?
Yeah, the second one. Just because I love the last 5 minutes where it's like the horns are going and
Kids
it's just
singing.
the kids singing, and then you just see what's about to happen, and you know they're gonna leave you there because we're running out of time. And then this week's gonna be almost an hour and a half, and it's probably gonna be a battle for the most part.
What was the one that I saw the other day? They
The
had
battles in this are like
a Game of Thrones drinking
epic.
game.
like nothing you've ever seen. There've been how many battles have there been like epic?
Yeah, the
Battle of the
siege at
Bastards.
Blackwater Bay,
Yep, that was early.
the Battle of the Bastards. The other one.
The first time we saw the dragons
The first time you saw the dragons, where
when they're
Marine?
burning.
You guys sound like
Oh.
such nerds to me right now. I'm just
Game
gonna
of
state
Thrones
that.
drinking game. Drink
like-
when someone
Yeah.
dies.
Yeah, I'm gonna own it.
I can't help it, but I'm like listening to you guys. I'm like, who the fuck
We're
are you?
completely talking
And you
about
know what's
fucking
crazy?
fantasy, man.
I'm not into fantasy.
Yeah,
so I've
that's
never,
the thing. But
I've
listening
never-
to you guys, like,
Yeah.
if you took off like
this is
the
different.
Nike stuff and put on like
It's I don't know how else to say it. It's
you
just
guys have your
this-
magic cards
yeah,
and stuff. Yeah,
it's crazy, man. You're right.
If we go to what you call
You're
it,
absolutely
Well,
right.
we talked the other day.
Renaissance fairs.
How good the show is. Where you look forward to a NHL playoff game, NBA every Sunday. There's only 6 episodes every Sunday. It's like it's in your rotation. You're
Like
like,
this-
oh well, there's NBA,
Yeah.
NHL, 9:00 Game of Thrones.
This Sunday is Greek Easter.
It's
right?
interesting, huh?
It doesn't even. It's like great. All right, let's go do the Easter. Everything is revolved around 9:00 that night. I'm not joking. It's like all right. We're at be at Stacy and Brian's. It's like all right, 7:15. Time to get going. Get these kids in bed, and I don't.
Maybe there's Greek writers in Game of Thrones, and they've conveniently placed the resurrection of the Starks on the same day of the resurrection of Christ.
What are you saying? You think?
Robb Stark, Catelyn Stark.
Can you imagine? It could happen.
it could.
She's alive in the books.
She's alive in the book.
Catelyn Stark is alive because the Starks, like Benjen,
Right? Yeah.
right? They have some type of like White Walker. I forget what
You
they
read
call
all
it.
the books?
No,
Ah.
but I've
glanced at it.
I have plenty of
Does this
discussions.
it doesn't go? The
I'm
show
part of
doesn't
some
go by
group
the
They're
books,
quite-
right?
They're quite fascinating.
The,
They really are.
the show doesn't go by the books, correct?
It does and it doesn't.
Season 7, I think it started to kind of stray a
Away
little-
from
well,
it?
just because George R. R. Martin hasn't really completed his last book yet.
Yeah, that's
So
fucked up.
the HBO's kind of like, listen, man, this motherfucking train is too.
This is
it's
a
too
money-making
strong.
machine.
The show must go on. So,
We're gonna end it.
but he's obviously an advisor or whatever.
So far, so good. I mean, the first 2 episodes, in my opinion, have been right on.
And this week is what we're looking forward to.
Yep.
It's going to be fireworks.
There's
just-
no way around it. This is gonna be an epic
Yeah,
episode.
it's the Thriller Manila.
Yep.
This is fucking
This is Game 7. This
Hagler,
is Game
Leonard.
7 finals. This is it. This is it. And then there's gonna be. There's gonna be another one. From what you're hearing is the two big battles.
Two big battles
big
this
battles.
season.
So Cersei and King's Landing somehow is the Night King in King's Landing. We don't know.
See, I don't know how you guys feel, but with TV shows, the way you guys are already, Joe starts it off, and this week it's 83 minutes, and this is going to be a battle, and there's going to be another battle and stuff. I would not like that because I want to watch like a TV show where it's or a movie, anything, and not know anything and just wait for next week pretty much to come.
You
They-
really don't know.
When it's going to come.
You just know there's no way they
It's
can
because
hide
of all
the
these
fact.
bloggers.
Yeah.
and
No,
Yeah,
previews.
stuff
they
is
give
out.
you the previews.
social media.
All
man,
you really
kills
know-
everything.
all
Can't-
you- yeah.
can't have too yeah.
But you
It's not
don't
no
know it. You
secrets.
don't know how things are going to end.
I know, but you know what I'm saying? Like
I do know what you're
yeah,
saying.
It
It
just
does.
it
There's-
kind of kills. Like I'm watching Billions and stuff on Showtime.
It's a good
So
show.
yeah, if somebody like just hey, in 3 episodes, what's his name's gonna go to jail? I've been like, well, thanks, man.
Well, they don't
Like,
get that specific.
No.
But or somebody, or they could just say somebody goes to jail. Anything like that, like saying that there's a battle scene, that kind of just blows my load right there. That's just my opinion. But you guys
I
are
know
in
what
this
you're saying.
different
That's
world
serious.
and stuff. You guys are,
Yeah, we're in fantasy.
yeah,
land,
you guys
bro.
are in fantasy land. You dress up for this,
Well,
Yeah.
we'll switch tones from in a different world, who was in a different world last night. We'll go right into NBA. Did you guys probably weren't awake for it, but did you see the
I didn't
ending
watch-
of the
I didn't watch
Trailblazers
live.
game?
I did.
I did.
Yeah, it
The-
was.
the whole world was tweeting. The whole world was fucking.
I woke up to my phone going, but
Yeah.
yeah.
That was wild. I mean,
Damian Lillard is.
a bad man.
I mean,
Has he put it? Is he fine? Because he's never.
you know what the
really
thing
talked
is, John?
about, right?
You know what the problem is? It's because he plays in Portland.
He's in Portland.
If
but
he was in
today's
Boston and it's still,
I know.
it's West Coast, it's late games, it's a small market. If he was in New York or Boston or Chicago or the Lakers, he'd be talked about as an MVP candidate. Definitely this year because he had an amazing year. And
Sorry.
what happened?
I don't know. I was getting feedback, so I fixed
Oh, he just this. I mean, he ended a series on a 40-foot jump shot, which he's been making those shots in the series. Everyone's like, bad
Well,
shot.
Paul George said it was a
man.
bad shot.
No, he's been making. He was like 65% shooting from 30 feet out.
Most of his
He was
threes
making
were
these
those shots.
He practices these shots. He makes
Yeah,
them.
A lot of
you know what I
players
mean?
do now.
Yeah. So he was just like, he hits that shot. This is the second time he's ended a series on the last shot.
Yeah.
I think there's only been like 4 or 5 guys that have ever done that. He's done it twice. Ended a series over.
Fucking Damian.
Game, set, match over.
He's the Ice King, man. He's the fucking.
I mean, you were
And
watching it.
and you know what I like about him is that his demeanor. You know what I mean? He's not like a trash talker. He's like his game is smooth. It's not just all based on being a super athlete and doing all. He just does things well. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's
Like
a
the best
great
part was
shooter. He knows when to get his guys involved. And let me tell you something. Portland set up to make a little bit of a run here.
Yeah.
Because they're avoiding Golden State. They don't.
We
have
said
to
that
s-
today.
Or Houston. If Houston, assuming they win, they won't have to see him till the Western Finals. They can get to the Western Finals. They're probably favored to be there now because they're going to play either Denver or San Antonio, and they're better than both of them.
I love his Hulu commercial.
Dame?
Yeah, I love it.
I'm rooting.
Getting the tattoo.
Yeah.
He just put it right there because he's sponsored by Hulu and stuff.
Nice.
Love it.
He's great, man.
like you said, he's not a trash talker. Even before the game, OKC said, oh, this is the spot we're in. We're the team that can come back from this. Then he wins. He was like, yeah, I just
Shut him
I
down,
wanted to
man.
shut him up pretty
He
much.
scored 50 points last night, man, in a closeout game. It wasn't just a shot.
Jesus.
He was torching them. And the crazy part is that I like Russell Westbrook.
I love him.
I do too. But there's, this is now, since Kevin Durant's left, he can't win in the playoffs.
Yeah, but
You couldn't stop Paul
can't
George
win.
last night. Paul George is open when you're driving down the court for what? Was there
Russ
12
just
seconds
stayed-
left?
he
And he runs up and tries to get a layup and misses.
why is he
Yeah.
always the fall guy though? Is always people always blame Russell
Because it
Westbrook.
always ends in his hands.
Stars
Listen,
always
he's the guy, though. Joe just said it. He had the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and
Paul George is going. Get him the ball. Russ trying
He was
to
on
be
fire.
Russ trying to
Nobody
play-
could stop Paul
he's
George
playing
last
hero
night.
ball at the end again. He takes bad shots. He has the worst. Like his pull-up jump shot, he's got the worst percentage in the league.
Yeah.
Like the worst in the league. And he takes that shot all the time.
Yeah.
And he always misses it. It's not a good shot.
I know. That's
Where's
why
this
KD
fucking-
left.
Where's this fucking coach?
Probably, man. You know what, Russell? You start hearing a lot of stuff about. He basically just runs that organization. They just kind of let him do whatever he wants to do down there because they're kind of handcuffed by him. You know what I mean? It's a small market. He stayed there. He just has like free reign down there. No one says anything to him. He can do whatever he wants. You know what I mean?
It's never
This
good.
is Russell's organization. It goes back to too much power for the players sometimes.
Yeah. Well, you guys.
And I love him. He's fun to watch, man. Triple doubles, and he puts up these crazy numbers. He's going to be a first ballot Hall
He's
of
like
Famer.
we said
but
it
he
last
doesn't
year.
win.
He's
not-
like AI, man, a little bit.
AI got to a final by himself.
And I do think Russell
let's-
Westbrook will. I do.
I don't know. He's 30, going to be 31 now.
Dude, his motor
He's
doesn't stop.
I understand
He doesn't
that.
take a play off.
Dude, he's
know.
just had 3 remarkable years in a
Yes.
row, and all 3 years he's been knocked out of the playoffs in the first round.
Yeah, and all right, it's him and Paul George. And they have not a bad surrounding
Well, I mean-
cast, but
They do have a bat. They need shooters on that team.
Yeah.
yeah, they need a. That's exactly
They
what
need
they could
shooters
use a
on it.
JJ Redick.
Yeah, they need
They could use
They need to
Yeah.
change it up, and they're capped out. They don't have any money to spend, so they gotta get creative down there. I like Oklahoma City. I root for them. They're fun to watch,
Oh, I do
but when
too.
it comes down to it, they don't play well in the playoffs.
no, because
You're leaning on Russ, and Russ is do or sometimes he'll have that one game where he has 47 points and he'll will his team to win, and then the next night he can't make a shot. So
He wanted to make that last shot. That's the only reason he held it.
It's an
Went
Eagles
to
thing.
hoop.
Those two have been going back and forth this whole series. They've been
Yeah.
talking trash, going back and forth.
love it.
No, it's great.
I love it instead of
love
the
it
brother
for-
love and stuff.
Dude, listen, I love it too. I think it's
Yeah.
great. And Dame, shut him up.
Yeah, he
Shut him
did.
up.
It's
did.
nice.
What was that?
Yeah, what was that? You have something playing in the background, Joe?
Somebody tapping
Is that
in?
porn?
Pop-up porn sites.
Yeah, that's what happens.
No, man.
But me and you, so we were talking today and stuff, how the NBA playoffs, the first round was kind of like,
It's horrible.
it was, yeah. The Celtics walked all over Indiana.
Most series have been
Yeah,
outside of that San Antonio Denver one that's still going.
Yes.
Everything else is just unless something amazing happens.
Amazing happens with Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
Hockey has won the first round.
Well, they've had how many game sevens? There's one going on right
Yeah.
now.
Washington.
There was 2 last night.
2 last night.
1 right now. I mean, yeah.
Just you already had a 1 seed go down, right?
Yeah,
You got a
Tampa
1 seed
went
go
out.
Down. You got
Yeah.
3
Penguins
games
went
seven.
That's
out.
not even close to happening.
If the
in the
Capitals
NBA.
go out tonight, which it's very possible because
They're tied right now.
Okay, they were up 3-1, and then Carolina, they're willing to win, and Ovechkin getting thrown out. What was it in Game 6 or no? It was Game 6 or 5.
5.
He almost-
5. He got
almost
thrown
killed
out.
a guy,
yeah,
didn't
which I loved it.
Jesus.
I loved it. That's the best part of hockey is that
He
it's
almost killed a man.
yeah, it's great.
Brick killed
Killed
a
him,
man.
yeah.
Killed a man.
But yeah,
Yeah,
with
but
all that
they
going
low.
on and stuff, it's hockey.
Hey,
it's
Bruins
just-
looked good last night. They look like trash.
So who are the Bruins going to play?
Bruins have
Friday.
home field, have
Columbus.
home ice
Yep.
for the rest of the playoffs right now. If it goes
Because
their way.
Tampa-
because Tampa's
Got
out,
Tampa's
knocked
out. Gotcha.
which is huge.
They
So
got to play
have a-
Columbus now, which, I mean, it's wide open. San Jose, another Game 7 last night. Vegas was up 3-0 with 7 minutes left. San Jose scored 4 goals, which I've never seen. Vegas tied up 4-4, went in overtime. San Jose won. Like you said, Tampa's out, Penguins out. Now Vegas is out.
If the Caps get out, man, then
it's open
it's
for
crazy.
anybody. Calgary got out. I mean,
Yeah, it's clear. It's easy. You can easily say right now the hockey is parity is clear, is evident. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not top heavy.
No.
Like, anybody can beat anybody.
Yeah,
NBA
but-
is not like that right now for sure.
Like me and H were saying, next week, once it starts, when you have the Greek Freak against Boston, when you have
Sunday.
the Beard versus Golden State, you have that. It's going to be very hard. And I'll turn on the Celtic game, and I'm a
Philly
Celtic fan.
Philly
and
and
I'll-
Toronto.
Philly and Toronto's a good
Philly
one
and
this year.
Toronto's a
Toronto.
good one.
I'll turn on the Celtic game. I'll be like, all right, we know what's going to happen. Back to the Bruins. If the Bruins and Celtics are on at the same time, it's going to be very hard for me not to be watching the Celtics.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the other one.
It's going to be very hard because
It was like last.
In this round?
in this round,
Yeah, because
it's going to be so hard for me too.
That
And
Milwaukee
I
stuff.
love the Celtics in this round. I do.
I'm rooting for, obviously, I'm rooting
Giannis,
for
yeah.
Giannis big time.
I
But
have this feeling.
Only because Boston's been there and they have more.
They have the
a little
shooters.
more talent. No, Milwaukee's got the shooters. Milwaukee's got a lot of shooters on
No,
that
they-
team.
yeah, you're right.
No, they do. They got a lot of shooters on that team. I don't know, man. I think it's going to be a fucking great series. I think I see Boston winning it, but they got to win it in 6. If it goes back to Milwaukee for a Game 7, I think it'll be tough to win there if it's in Game 7. So if Boston wins it, it'll be in 6. But I am anticipating this one. This should be great.
Yeah.
Giannis has never been out of the first round, so he did that easily. I mean,
He dominated.
Detroit wasn't, that was nothing for them. But this series is going to be,
Yeah.
it should be really competitive, man. I think all the games should be.
Yeah.
You might get a blowout here and there, but it should be good. And should the other series as well. Toronto, Philly. Those are the top 4 teams. We said it.
Mm-hmm.
And they all got there pretty easily.
Yeah.
Nobody had to sweat to get there.
And the West
Now
is
it's
going to
gonna
be
be
about the same
interesting.
thing. It's gonna be
In the
top
West,
4.
you're probably looking, Golden State. But Golden State, Houston, you're getting a second-round matchup, which last year that was the West Final. So this is going to be a lot of people like Houston, man. I mean, they got a shot.
Yeah.
You got to pick somebody against Golden State. It's that game. It's
Listen,
where you're
Houston-
sitting there and you're like,
Houston, if
I wanna go
if
against
Chris Paul didn't get hurt in Game 6
Last
or
year.
Game 5, they probably would have won.
Mm-hmm.
Not they probably would have won because they were playing really well.
Mm-hmm.
They're all healthy right now. It's kind of the same team, same idea. Boogie's out, so I mean it's pretty much the same matchup again.
yeah.
Let's see what happens. I hope it's I hope so, man. It'd be great. Portland and
I'd love
One of
to
those
see
two.
Portland, yeah. Portland, Houston.
Charles Barkley said Portland was making the finals this year. Did you hear that?
I
He
just
said it a
like,
while ago, and everyone laughed at him.
Before the playoffs started?
Early in the playoffs.
Charles is on a
First
heater,
week.
man.
Dude, he's on a heater. Can you imagine?
Auburn.
Who would have
Charles is on
had
He
a
got
heater.
fucked
Portland in
with
the
Auburn.
And it's very, very possible.
He is.
They're favored to get there now, right?
Yeah.
They're not going to be favored against Houston or Golden State, but they got a shot.
Sure.
They have a home field advantage too, man. When you go into Portland, those
Great
crowd
man.
is it's
They've
great. They're on
always-
top of you too.
They've
It's like
always had a good fan base, man, because that's the only thing going on out there.
Yeah.
And those fans are nuts. Nuts.
you
Great
go there,
fan
you
base.
know when they're playing.
Yep.
Yep.
Great fan base, so it should be good. So, like we were saying, the NHL playoffs has been much better.
Yes.
The NBA second round is going to be. It
Just as
should
good.
be. Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Well, because there was those teams like in the first round, the Nets. They looked good game one, but they didn't
Not
have enough.
Not enough talent, man. Simple as that.
Utah-
Philly had more players.
Utah this year just was.
Well, I mean, they're in it, right? Yeah.
Well,
tough
yeah.
matchup, man. They got the
Yeah.
Rockets first. If they had somebody else, maybe, but we'll see. It's going to come down to those teams. I mean, it already has. We're there, so we'll just see what happens.
What do you think Luke Walton thinks right now? You know, I mean,
Stop,
what?
apparently he's a raper.
She's tall.
Jeez.
She's 6'2".
He's like
I was watching-
He's like 6'7". That's like Kevin I got 5.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, I'm 5'5" for you.
Yeah, but I saw her. I was like, God, she's tall. So I looked it up, and it was 6'2". I don't know. I didn't.
Lakers had a rough year, man.
That's all we're talking about.
Who was the?
well,
they
he's
were
the
sa-
coach for Sacramento now.
Who is?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, he is.
he got fired and Sacramento
They
hired him.
right
Jason
away.
Kidd.
Yeah, right away. Yeah, he's
A little raper? Come on, man.
yeah, right away. Sacramento's like, man, we got things going in the right direction. Almost made the playoff. Damn it! So close.
Fucked up so bad.
You didn't tell us about that.
What do you think Bill thinks right now? I mean, he's on space right now. Bill Walton. You know?
He's done
He
so
don't-
much
he
acid.
doesn't even know.
He
what's
doesn't even
going
know
on.
what's going on.
He doesn't even know.
He was like, is UCLA playing?
Luke, who? Your son?
Your son. He went to Arizona?
Oh,
You know, huh?
him? No, he wouldn't do that.
Did you hear the
Grateful Dead?
Lakers?
Incredible, amazing.
Loves the Grateful Dead.
The Lakers were talking to Jason Kidd.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
perfect.
You
Perfect.
think so?
Yeah, for
Why?
LA, because it's just perfect. Adds to the whole. Kid's been a degenerate his whole life. Throw him in there. You know what I mean? Wife beater, DUIs.
You remember?
He's
you
not
re-
a good dude, man.
You remember
Nah.
when he did the
No.
kiss?
Nah.
Great basketball player.
Oh, yeah. When he-
outside
When
of
he did the
basketball.
kiss for the free throw, and it was for his wife because he beat her.
Yeah,
that was
he's
honestly.
just-
It was. I couldn't.
He
Dude.
should, yeah, he should be the coach of the Lakers.
My
It's
father
perfect.
was so bad because when they were playing, it was the Nets versus the Celtics that year in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Pierce.
And no, every time Jason Kidd did that, he's like, "Yeah, beat your wife." My dad every
Jesus.
single time.
Wow.
I do that because I beat my wife, like,
Jeez.
and that's the reason why he did. But
He's
yeah.
a bad, yeah, dude.
He's a bad
he's got
man.
a checkered,
Checkered pass.
So of course you should be the head coach.
Yeah, he
of the
should
Lakers.
be.
Yeah, it's gonna be perfect.
Maybe Alex will like that.
His opinion's done now.
Jeez.
Yeah, to picking them to win it all. That was a little too quick.
Just a
It's
kiss on the
not
cheek,
done.
you
It's
know,
not
kiss on the
done.
cheek,
He
a little
did.
whisper.
He did call. He said Kansas City.
He
That
did.
was-
Gotta give him credit.
It's easy to pick your own team, though.
Both of them are his own
Yeah.
teams.
I mean, if
Sorry, Alex.
you just say,
Nah,
"Hey,
we
I
love
like
you,
my
bro.
team. I think they're gonna win it all."
Bat
I
at
mean,
500. you know?
Yeah, it's not like you picking someone else's team.
Speaking of batting 500, how
They-
the Sox doing, man? It looks like they might win
They'll-
tonight.
yeah,
Well,
they'll win tonight.
A little sluggish start.
Sale
here.
had 10 Ks the other night.
They're
Yeah,
they're
a little better.
hungover, man. They're
That was the
hungover.
It is.
hangover.
They're hungover.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Leaves are on the trees. I've been saying this from day one. Everybody at the gym, when they come up to me, they're like, what's up with your socks? I was like, once there's leaves on the trees, that's when I'll start worrying. So
Yeah.
guess what?
Yeah.
They're starting
It's
to bloom
totally
now.
that.
I'm getting a little
Good
bit.
saying.
April doesn't
Yeah.
fucking. Jesus. Do we ever go back and think about the team that was just burning it up in April?
No.
Very rarely, man.
You always think about that team that
And the
gets
Mets
hot.
did it last year in April. Where did they end up?
No.
I mean, the Sox last year, they had one of those
Epic
starts.
starts.
Epic years.
And it's
Yeah.
also
they
the
never
coach.
they never hit a lull.
It's the coach. You got the
That
new
doesn't
coach.
usually happen.
New
Yeah.
coach bringing in that fresh air, bringing
Right.
that atmosphere and stuff,
Right.
and now he steps
took
in.
it.
And
Well, then you
kinda
and
dead.
you won it.
And they
Yeah.
won it.
You won it.
They
So
took it
like,
from
how do
beginning
you
to
have
end.
you can't have that full motivation again, like from start to finish.
I think it's actually good for them that they're getting slapped around early.
Yeah.
Because they'll just get them like, all right, we actually have to show up and we got to get our shit together here if we want to get into the
The one-
playoffs again.
One thing that's
Yeah.
showing up with the Sox, and they had Joe Girardi on WEI, and he was talking, and he said,
Missed that
It-
bastard.
no, he was excellent. He came on and he said the Sox have not many prospects.
No.
So they can't fill the voids in the bullpen. They didn't sign 2 key guys, Kelly
Kimbrel.
and Kimbrel.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have other people picking up the
Kimbrel's
pieces.
still out there. I
Which
actually
they-
see that. I think he's going to end up back there.
Yeah, I would sign him honestly
Yeah.
at this point. But he goes now. You're trying to stay under the luxury tax, trying to sign these people, trying to do this, and part of your problem last year before the playoffs was the bullpen, and you're going out there with the same bullpen. So that's a little problem.
Yeah, you're
and
right.
you got the pitchers that they gave him a late.
It's almost like they
and-
rode.
As much
That
as
bullpen was their weakness last year, and they still managed to get through
Yes.
it. You're banking on doing it again. And you shouldn't.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
I believe in turnover, man. You can't. The
No, I
04
get-
Sox, 05
Scott
Sox.
said
they
that from
fell
the beginning of
over.
the season.
You
He was
gotta
like
do
they didn't do anything.
Right.
Yeah, they won it, but they didn't bring anything different. And the same
You
team,
got to change
they
it.
lost people.
You got to mix something
You
up.
do.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You always have to.
Right.
A little trade here, or if they traded like one of their outfielders, or hey, brought in or traded for a catcher for like JT Romero's or whatever, I can't say his last name, from Philly,
Yeah.
and stuff. Got somebody like that,
That would have made sense.
It's just it brings the club together. It's like, all right, we got this guy.
Yeah,
All right, we're
and
trying
you
for
also
next
have
year
You got
too.
another kid that's coming in that hasn't won it.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
So,
say that. Yeah. So maybe that gets guys like, hey, man, like you said,
Yeah.
bring some guys in that haven't won it, some younger guys, something.
I remember listening to John Kruk when he was on the Phillies and stuff, and he said like they had a chance to win it, and they had this rumor that they were going to go get Randy Johnson, so their whole amped up, we're getting Randy Johnson and stuff, and never happened, and the team imploded. And then the same thing happened in the offseason. They were talking about it, redoing, so you're thinking about this, and it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So sometimes you need that little like switch up.
I agree.
So trade deadline is going to be big for the Sox, I'm calling.
They might make a move.
Yeah,
before
they
They're
that.
going to have to, I think.
before the deadline.
Why not just bring back Kimbrel for the bullpen? What,
I
what
think
is
they
the
will, man.
I don't think
what's
it's
the
just
fight
that,
now?
but
No, I know, but
makes
it would
too
help.
much sense now. Like they really need a closer.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
he's
really
going to be
hard
like,
out
pay
there.
me.
Yeah.
With all these goddamn injuries out there, man.
Keuchel,
How is Keuchel?
How is he still out there?
There's,
Cy
it's
Young
some-
Award?
There's something deeper than that, man. Are they both Boris guys?
Boers guys, and he
Yeah.
doesn't want to shave his beard for New York.
Who, Keuchel?
Yeah,
Probably not.
Is that the
it's
biggest
kind
hang
of probably looks weird,
You
He
know what?
hasn't
The-
shaved his
I'll
beard
tell
in
you
years.
What, the Yankees starting pitching,
They don't need.
They've been fine. They had no problems
Their
there. man.
only problem is their injuries. You got a whole
Dude, if
minor
you
league
can
team
name-
up there.
If you can name the Yankees starting lineup last night, okay?
can't.
I'll
Well,
give you money.
Frazier's now out.
Yeah.
So
Torres.
Brett
It is-
Gardner.
It is incredible
Torres.
the lineups they're putting out there,
the
man.
Matt Fords of the world.
Matt Ford hit a home run last night.
He hit a
How,
bomb.
how long is Sanchez out?
He's
He's
coming
playing
back tonight.
He is.
He's
so
back.
Sanchez is back tonight.
But
Romine
Frazier
taking
just
his-
went down. So
Yeah.
just when you thought at least they'd have a couple, now
And
Frazier's
Hicks,
out.
what are they saying?
He's still a little
I
ways
s- I
away.
signed that deal. I'm
Stan
good.
just had a setback.
And
so
Duhar, he's taking swings.
they're far away. Judge
is-
is out for a long time.
Obliques, man.
Not good.
What did Judge
Baseball
get?
Player.
Bleak, like
Yeah, that's tough,
Yeah.
especially.
significant strain. So he's
Yeah.
out after the All-Star break, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just
Stanton is
just
bicep,
had a,
right?
just had a setback, indefinite now.
Yeah.
Oh,
We have
God.
no idea when he's coming
Never
back.
come. He's going to be Jacoby Ellsbury.
But
That
like,
sucks.
Johnny made a good point, though, man. A lot of times, if you're bringing what?
I just said he's going to be Jacoby.
Oh God, he's
That would suck.
still. Like,
He had a good year. He
I
stayed
know.
healthy last year.
Yeah.
he had a good year for anybody else's like standard. He
Yeah,
had
it was a
30 home
great
runs,
year.
100 RBIs.
was a
He hit
great year.
280. But I don't know, man. But Johnny made a good point. Sometimes it's good in like
Early.
injuries early on. Yeah, so some of these young guys get up there and get some burn. And
Yeah, they get burned, man. They
and
get
it shows you
confidence.
that person.
Hell yeah.
yeah. And if
Yeah.
you need them later on, like
That's how the Sox last year got Brazier, man.
Yeah.
Brazier was because of injuries and stuff, so
you
they
never
put him
went
in
and
there.
saw the masseuse for that.
No,
neck,
for the neck thing. I
It's
picked him
still-
up in fantasy.
I thought after the season he'd fix that. He's still fucked up.
think
I
he's
thought
just-
about
What's wrong with his neck, man?
changing up my look and just standing there like this.
People would look at you weird if you just walked
Why?
around like, I don't know. You got a crooked neck.
I don't know.
That's weird.
They brought
is.
up that Michael Chavez. That's like their only prospect that they could bring up because Dustin Pedroia is just as bad
He
as
should, it's
So there you
honestly
go.
it's
Pedroia's
sad.
still on the team.
he shouldn't be. To
No,
be honest, I
You know
feel
what?
bad.
You know what? I
I
think
know.
I
He's
was
been hurt for like
No,
2 years.
More than
Is
that.
there a chance he's coming like gonna play?
He
Well,
played, didn't he?
He did play. He started the season.
He did.
Yeah.
What
but
happened?
then his knee in New
Then he
York.
died.
Yeah, he died again. But you know what? It's one of these things. Like he's one of those players where
How old is Pedroia? He's got to be late 30s now.
35, 6.
More than that.
I mean, I'll look it up right now.
I'd
but
say, yeah.
he's
36.
Came up in what? Oh,
07,
07.
06, 07. But he's one of those
Oh,
players
so he
like
hasn't been around that
like
long.
doesn't know how to
Go
walk
slow.
away from the game. The game has to walk away from him. 35. The
Oh,
game
so he's
has
not
to
that
walk
old.
away from him.
Yeah.
He's not that type of guy, dude. He walks to the ballpark. The Red Sox pretty much have to say, "Hey, man,
Yeah,
it's over."
They got to throw him away.
Yeah,
He's got to have a career-ending injury to stop.
he did. When you have
He doesn't-
microfracture surgery on your knees and you're playing second base,
Both knees?
well, yeah, that's pretty much saying, "Hey,
Oh,
man,
he's got no
Jeez.
cartilage in there?
Yeah, it's-
that's
that's very tough, man." And you're going to be playing 100.
Well, that like you said, he's a dirt dog. The reason he got this far is he's a small guy, but the only way he knows how to play is balls to the
Yeah,
wall.
and did you love it?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
so it's
can't.
hard to-
If you
can't-
can't play
if he
that way,
can't-
he can't
yeah.
be
Yeah,
good.
You're not
Can't
good.
play that way. He's got nothing.
It's
Nah.
true.
That's the way.
There's
That's
not.
how he was good. So
Yeah.
if his legs aren't working. Yeah, fuck him. I don't like him anyway.
Really?
Mhm.
No.
He's like the gardener of you guys.
The best news
Yeah.
of the week for baseball is Friday. Vlad Jr.'s coming up.
Oof.
So
Has there ever been?
So every draft you've done this year,
I have 6
every
teams. All I do
auction,
is have him.
every time you spend
You have him
$100 on
I have
him.
him on every team that I have.
Johnny also has him. I mean, this is it.
I've been holding
This
on
is
to
the
him for
man.
a few years now.
The man we've been hearing about for the last 2 years is going to make his.
I'm just hoping he comes up and just.
Are you guys
mashes.
saying he's going to be a top 5 player after this year?
He'll
could be.
If he does what he should do, he could be a top 5, yeah, or a
be,
top
man.
5.
I'm just
draft
saying.
pick.
I'm just saying that's where when Mike Trout. This is when Mike Trout came into the scene. He was boom right there, rookie of the year. You
Vlad's
watch
as-
him,
He's
game changer.
He's as polished as it gets. Like his strikeout to walk ratio is ridiculous.
So he's already got a good eye, which is one of the things that takes a while. He's got that.
Yeah.
which his dad didn't, but he was free swinging.
I
His
don't-
dad hit everything.
Yeah,
Didn't matter.
Yeah, this kid's got a good eye.
yeah,
So he's his dad with a good eye.
it's a little scary.
That's
Yeah.
very scary.
Well, I mean, I don't know how much did Vladdy strike out a lot? I mean,
No,
Vladdy
he's-
was
Nah,
a three.
he hit everything.
He just
he
fucking hit
managed to
everything.
get that fucking bat on everything.
The best part of Vladdy was that he didn't wear batting gloves. I
Yeah.
used to love it.
Yeah,
Raw,
man.
just
It was just like
Yeah.
him and
He just
Posada,
grabbed dirt.
man.
I was
Yeah.
always interested by
he
that
was a
too.
beast. He was a big
What was
fucking man.
Posada's thing? He said he
You
would
piss
pee on his hands in the
and let it
offseason
sit.
to
He
let
was
it.
a pisser.
Yeah.
He would pee on his hands in the
Let it count.
offseason
Yeah.
and would callus over, and that's why he
Yeah.
could do it without not
Oh,
wear
not
batting
ju-
gloves.
I don't know about this.
Did you have to do it with piss? I can think of a lot of other
No,
ways.
I don't know if it was off season. He
Pretty
peed
sure
on
every
himself.
day.
I
Himself
believe
all
he
the
was.
time.
I
yeah.
believe he was a pisser.
he was a pisser.
was a
dude.
pisser.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
That says a
Really?
lot about your personality.
Yeah.
There's got to be other
So
ways.
you
to
just
harden
think he
your
was
hands
sitting
than
at the
pissing
urinal?
on him, bro?
Hey man.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, Georgie's in here again. Fuck that. Hey, bro, nah, we're good.
Vlad didn't do that, right?
No, I don't
No.
know. I think Vlad
he,
was just a
he
freak.
was from like the deep fucking jungles of the Dominican. I know.
Oh
that.
yeah.
Vlad was
Or like yeah, he might.
plantains.
He was not in like a very well populated area.
really.
No. I know that for a fact. Juan used
That-
to tell me.
Oh,
That-
really?
Mm.
Did Juan know Vlad? Or just
no,
the
I
story,
think
the
Vlad,
stories of him?
Vlad, he was older than Juan, but you know
He was
knows.
legend.
Yeah,
He was a
course.
legend. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
small island.
Yeah, Vlad
Ooh.
Jr. I don't know. I'm just excited for him.
You
If-
should,
if-
you should
if-
record yourself the first time he's up, just to
See-
catch your reaction to whatever he does.
I mean, yeah.
It's gonna be.
It's like Joe's son. It's like his child.
You got him on 6 teams.
16.
Does he know that? You
I don't
should.
know.
You should hit him up. He's got to be on IG. Just hit him up. Be like, listen, man.
I got you on 6
love you.
teams.
Yeah,
I love you.
Take pictures of him.
I
like
loved
posters.
Vlad. That's all it is. It was just he's different.
I'm gonna pull Luke Walton on you.
He hits ball. They even said he hits balls that there should be pop-ups. They just go out of the park.
Listen,
Hey, dude, he's
I'm
a star.
excited to see him.
Anytime a young
It's gonna be good
prospect
for
comes
baseball,
up, yeah.
man.
Yeah,
It is.
another young stud, man. Keep bringing him.
Yeah.
Keep coming. It's great.
Yeah. The other kid just got hurt though. Bichette, he broke his hand.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hopefully that doesn't last long because he was gonna be.
And they're
They were gonna
both.
be calling him up this year as well. The Jays got some talent.
Yeah,
They got a lot of talent.
Holy
That infield,
shit.
Bo Bichette, and then they got Craig
shortstop.
Biggio's son at second.
Yeah.
They got a lot of kids, huh?
Yeah, a lot of like
Must
former
be a formula
players.
there.
I mean, clearly, bro.
You know
Three
they're
of-
getting all the training and everything from a young
Yeah.
age because they got the money.
Yep.
Their father was a good player.
Yep.
So they're
You
getting
got the-
all.
you
They
got
have
the-
the gene.
You got the pedigree.
They got they got the
Yep.
tools. They have the money to get the best fucking training. Plus having their father be probably helping them as well.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
I'm excited. The only other player right now that you can watch that's been hitting the ball out of the park every night is Chris Davis. I mean, you can't get him out. Oakland,
Did you see? I never realized that.
he's a small dude too.
Not only that, is he the most consistent fucking player in the past 5 years?
Doesn't he have the same amount of home runs every year?
Yeah,
Dude, no. His batting average,
It's the
5
same.
years in a row, is exactly the same.
Yeah, 247.
247.
yeah.
He's ended every year the past 5 years exactly 247. That's unheard of.
That's weird.
Can you the odds of that?
It's not even a good number though.
No.
247.
But you know what he's gonna fucking do.
He's gonna hit.
dying
He's
for
gonna
that.
hit 247, 40 home runs with 100 RBIs in the
5
pitcher's
years
ballpark.
straight.
yeah.
I think he's finally fucking
What
talking.
what
about
did they get for him? They traded him from Milwaukee, traded him to Oakland. For what? Peanuts probably?
Probably.
that. Yeah, it's a bag of Cracker Jacks.
Jesus.
Fucking
And
slush
then
puppies.
Jeter threw Christian Yelich over there for nothing.
Yeah.
God.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's another guy. Yeah,
How's that
right.
looking? Ooh.
He's like Barry Bonds out there.
Yeah. He's got that Japanese like Ichiro swing too.
He's got Lewis Brinson was like his big fucking. I can't remember the trade that they got Brinson though. Brinson's been god awful.
Awful.
The center fielder.
Yeah,
whatever.
Scott
got
hated
him on
me
my
for that.
fantasy team.
Yeah, Joe was just
I loved him when he went there. I was like, oh, they traded him. They
I
traded
thought this-
everything for him. He was supposed to be good, so we drafted him. Like, wow, he's
He's
trash.
batting $180 right now. Again.
Derek Jeter does not have the eye to pick players. Then
He's lucky he's in like Florida doing this because if he was in a big market,
Oh my god.
Isn't Jorge now an assistant?
Yeah, I think he went down there and slapped him around a little
moral
bit.
support.
Mo will be.
Like
Who else?
Jordan.
Pettit.
I don't think Pettit. Now Pettit's smarter than that. He's staying at his ranch.
He's in Texas. Yeah.
Guys,
It's like, where's Clemens?
nah, he's chilling, man. Jorge might go slap him around.
Yeah, he's not.
so we have the NFL draft tomorrow. I mean, I know that last year we did a big thing about it.
That's
think-
tomorrow?
Yeah. Is it just the fact that there's just no, like last year was Baker Mayfield, it was
That's
just
exact-
quarterbacks.
It's exactly
Josh
why.
Rosen,
It's exactly why.
There is there.
Josh Allen. Who else was
you
there?
just said it.
Yeah.
Last year, like
The
there was
top 10
five,
picks were
There was 5 quarterbacks in like the top 11. This year, there's one.
Lamar
I
Jackson.
mean, you have a
Yeah,
couple.
Kyle Murray. They're talking about the kid from
Haskins
Duke
from Ohio State, the kid from Duke, but
to
they're
go
not,
to Giants. It
they
just
don't have-
doesn't have the appeal that it did
No.
last year.
No, it doesn't.
Of any year, there's not that one player that you're waiting to see. Like,
Well, it's defense heavy first round, so a lot of time, defensive guys they're not skill players.
yeah,
So
everything.
skill players like, oh, this receiver and that running back and all these quarterbacks. This year, it's more linemen, defensive players, so there's not as much.
Everything I read was wait until the second and third rounds.
Right.
Oh
So-
wow, that's
Well, everything
wait
you're
until
hearing,
you that.
everything
That
you're
just
hearing
shows you like
everything you're hearing
So-
is everybody wants to trade out.
So
Yeah. Get
Cardinals
out of the
have the
first
first pick, and everybody's saying that they're going to take Murray.
yeah,
So what do they do with Rosen?
They're probably gonna have to move him.
you're gonna have to move him.
And then the second pick is going to be the Bosa brother.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't.
Other
give
than
two
that,
shits.
there's really no interest in the
I mean, I'll
What
watch
do you
it,
think,
but
man?
About what?
Crickets.
NFL draft.
it's just
I'm a Patriots fan, man.
yeah.
Yeah. Do
I-
we really
No,
watch it?
they're gonna
intently?
move back.
Yeah.
They're gonna move
we'll
back,
trade the first round pick
or they're gonna draft
to
like
get
a
a third round this year and next year's
share
fourth. Yep.
Yeah.
Then we'll trade the second round pick for 2 fifth-round
We're gonna
picks.
draft a we're
When's
gonna
the last,
draft a
When's
cornerback.
the last time? Yeah.
A
When's the
cornerback
last
from
time-
not from Temple, but from what you call it?
Rutgers.
Rutgers.
Yeah.
Rutgers.
We'll get
Yeah.
a cornerback from Rutgers,
Right.
a wide receiver from Kent State,
Yep.
and
Away we go.
Kent State.
yeah.
No,
When's
When's
he's
the
gonna
last
be a
time you
stud.
had to worry about a draft? You probably never.
no, we did have to worry about a draft. The year that Brady, they lost the first round pick. People forget how many first-round picks this fucking team lost.
Yeah, because it really hurt the organization.
It did. If you
best-
think about it.
Yeah.
How?
How
Dude,
many?
you lose a first-round pick is huge.
It's massive.
It's massive to an organization.
To a normal organization.
Yes, exactly. But think about that, man. They
No, I
lost.
know any other organization, if they lost their first round pick,
Yeah.
it's damaging.
It is.
It did nothing to New England. What did it do?
I,
They win Super Bowls.
they had to
It
draft
did-
a lot of unrestricted free agents.
Yeah,
Is this where the crickets come in?
probably. Yeah, definitely with
This
that.
whole segment.
I'll watch it. Other than that, it's just like you guys were talking with Vlad. You guys are waiting for Vlad to come up. If there was a Vlad Jr. of football, and that you were seeing where he was going and stuff,
We'd be,
and
Kyler
that
we'd be locked in.
Is
Well,
Kyler
the
Murray-
NBA,
Kyle Murray's-
the NFL draft, like you said, is boring. The one that we're looking forward this year is the NBA draft. That's really, let's face it,
Mhm.
It's the Zion draft.
the Zion
Yeah,
draft.
Zion draft. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's, yeah,
May 14th.
May 14th.
We'll know who's getting Zion.
So if that's a boring topic, we could go into this one. Last Friday, you got to experience a Joe Harry day. Was that
A day in the life
of
of Felony
me.
Fenton? I'm curious, Harry.
Yeah, what did you think of it? If you had to do that every day,
Give it
not
to me.
work,
I mean,
you could give it to me.
You guys stopped at the restaurant twice on a day that you weren't working.
Oh, that's
Well, I
true.
had to
We
get
went and
his
got
car.
breakfast.
So, John, one second. So, Johnny, what does that show you right there? If you stopped at work on a day off, Joe.
I've never seen him stop at the
Yeah.
restaurant twice.
No one does.
Well,
that.
he actually
Ever.
wanted to meet someone. He told me he had to meet someone to get paint, or
I did have to stop and meet someone.
but he didn't show
canceled,
up.
So he didn't show up.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had to bring him back to his car.
Yeah,
Because I had
Either way,
I
you
had
do it.
to end that day.
it was that bad. Was it that bad
I probably couldn't do that.
Ever again.
again?
No,
What was
I
wrong
would
with
say
it?
Well, we did come here and do. We put
We
furniture.
did, moved
Yeah.
the furniture. We got the pork chops.
We got the pork
sweet
chops.
potato.
Yeah.
We chewed some gum.
I don't know if I could. I need.
chewed some gum. That's a fucking.
You know what?
activity.
Maybe we
That's
chewed
gay.
a lot of
Oh,
gum.
We chewed a lot of gum,
Yeah.
and we got coffee, and you got to sit in a Marriott.
It's basically what
this-
it's.
I can't
You know what it is?
listen to
It's
this.
basically what you would do, the 75, 80-year-old men that are retired, and
Yes.
this is what they do.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
breakfast.
They actually probably do more.
Without a hobby,
Yes, without a hobby.
Right.
They definitely go and trim the hedges or
they
something.
got hobbies, man.
Yeah, they probably do a little more.
Is this like an intervention that I should start doing
So
stuff?
me and H went golfing today, and I think we accomplished a lot more in
There's a good hobby.
our
70
2
degrees.
hours,
You guys
3
got
hours,
sunlight.
I had a lot
Yeah.
of fun with Scott.
It was a blast.
I had
It was-
fun with you that day.
I
too.
needed
Oh,
it,
no,
man.
no, listen.
Got out.
Joe, I liked it. It was a nice day of not having to do anything. Maybe that's why, because my days are full all the time, and there's always stuff. Maybe I just wasn't ready for like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you ever get a nap in
that
that
was
day?
literally nothing.
Did you ever get a nap in?
No.
No, you
No, I
needed a
didn't.
nap to finish off the day.
Yeah. No. I gotta.
Is that generally scheduled within your day?
Yes.
I
it
tried
is.
it. Yeah, I try to get one in.
After the Marriott coffee.
I normally do a nap.
Yeah,
after
there's
that.
usually a
even
couple
though that
hours.
seems
you always,
weird.
You
where-
always go to a hotel for coffee, right?
No, there's a Starbucks right down the road from my house in the hotel, and me and Bruce have figured out that like you could go in there and then you get your Starbucks,
He
and we
knows
can sit
everybody
there
in
and
there. Hey,
yeah,
Joe.
hey, what's up? Yeah,
Good to see you, Jimmy. We're just gonna sit
Hey,
right
Mike.
here. Yep.
We're gonna use the pool today. I think, you know?
Have you used the pool?
No, I
Yeah,
should.
might as
Haven't
well.
you used that racket?
Just
I
stay.
told them that I got a room that if they like one day I was wandering around, the guy's like, "Oh, can I help you?" I'm like, "Nah, room 416."
You have a number too. It's
416.
416. Yeah.
Brett, just have a suitcase with you too.
I should
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You know,
Bring the
really
suitcase.
live it up.
Bring
Yeah.
a suitcase and
Drag
run
it
out
in.
to your car and throw a bathing suit
There's
on.
not a lot to do when
you know what's
you
gonna
can't
happen.
work.
You know what's gonna happen. We've all seen Mr. Deeds where he's like giving his goodbye speech, and there's the guy that's dressed like a cop. Wait, you're not a cop. Oh yeah, I'm not. That's gonna be
I got
Joe.
this from the
Yeah.
rental store.
Yeah.
Joe, that's gonna be
Yeah.
Joe right there. Yep.
It was a very stress-free day.
Yeah,
let's put it
that's-
that way,
yeah.
which is probably good for your health.
It is. Imagine doing that every day.
You must
I
not
honestly
not a lot of stress.
no,
It's not gonna age.
no.
No, look. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, we're gonna be the ones that are having stuff. This guy,
Yeah.
he's gonna be.
If you shave your face, you
stress-free.
could probably look. You know.
We're the idiots here.
20s?
We're the ones that are running around doing shit all day.
20s, yeah. I mean, you're only
22?
30, so I mean that's not like a
Yeah,
huge
Benjamin
jump.
Button.
20s. I meant like 22.
Yeah.
He'll be
He'll be like Matt Rounds. Him and Matt Rounds are
Yeah.
gonna just high five.
Doesn't
every
work
time.
out.
So is that the painting would be a nice, easy hobby? You're saying Matt?
It's back to the golf. When we were golfing, that's a nice hobby. You know, we were outside.
Great day today.
Oh yeah,
It was
gorgeous.
nice out.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Golf season's here. Sports are heating up. Joe has his Joe days that I'll do again.
I mean, honestly,
maybe.
it gets boring, man. You know, if
I can see that.
you the reason I put in these little things
John, what
of
do you
finding the Marriott,
What do you
and
think, man?
going to gas station, I try
Have
and
you
bump
done-
into people.
I hope you cut this
Have
out.
that?
Have you done a day in the life of Joe? Like, not any of your suggestions. Just go.
Full
With-
day, full on Joe schedule.
Yes,
Nope.
you got to do that.
Yeah, it's
Why?
different.
I just want to see what you think.
I'll react.
Couldn't do it. I couldn't.
No,
do
I'm gonna. I'll end up fucking like taking him to job applications.
No, that's
it.
the whole point, though. You can't do
I
what
can't.
you want to do. You got
It's
to
the
do
only way he wants to do.
right.
And I don't like to do a lot.
No.
When there's decisions, Harry was like, "What should we do?" I'm like, "I don't know. You tell me."
He goes, "This is when I run into a problem."
How about this? Instead of doing a day in Joe, how about you actually have to make decisions?
Oof.
That's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
gonna
Now
go
you're
well.
asking for a lot.
Terrifies
Yeah.
That's terrifying proposition.
So that's your problem. That's why you don't do stuff, because you can't make a decision.
What is there to do if you're not physically
A lot.
There's a
able to
lot.
do anything?
I think that's
There's
why, I
a
think
whole fucking world, buddy.
this
You-
could be
you
like an
literally
intervention right now.
could
yeah.
go anywhere you want. I don't. What do you mean?
What would you do if you just had endless days off?
Are you
Endless
s-
days
me?
off. I could
Yeah.
come up.
I
with
would have
You're
been out of
asking
this
Yanni-
country fucking 20 times over.
Oh yeah, I'm going on vacations. I'm going to
He's going on
Denver,
vacation.
Vegas. I'm
Yeah,
going
you're going to
Austin.
Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Leaving Las Vegas. You ever
Yeah.
seen that movie with
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage? Yeah, you're gonna be walking around with a cart and fucking filling up booze.
Joe's going on parties. Yanni's talking about
Traveling.
Yeah.
I say I should read, like you
fish.
said. Yeah.
I would go fishing.
Yeah.
Fishing.
I would
Yeah.
definitely go fishing.
Fishing,
Yeah.
play some golf.
Golf.
I'm gonna play by myself. That's
yeah,
no
you,
fun.
You can. You could go to the driving range.
I'd play with you.
I'm hurt. I can't go to the driving range.
Yeah.
No.
Go fishing. I'm pretty sure that's not against the.
It's getting sad.
Yeah. This show's
Yeah.
getting sad right now.
Let's stop it. Let's
All
stop
right.
it.
House
Yeah.
of Rules.
At least we know where they're at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we need to pull the plug. We come
Yeah.
up with some stuff.
All right.
Yep.
Sorry,
Peace.
Joe.
Bye.